defied the warning not to gather quinine bark on this side of the gorge. If one white man succeeds, others will follow. They are taking him to Ramar, the white medicine man. You will take care of that?
That cinchona bark under the table, Zahir.
Yes, Sahib Ogden. Then we go back and hunt tiger, Dr. Reynolds?
Not today, son. He still doesn't understand why that cinchona bark is far more important than a good tiger skin. He would if he knew what quinine brought on the open market.
Ramar! Ramar!
Put him down here. Why, it's a white man. I'll get your medicine bag. It's too late for that. Well, those wounds don't look fatal. Those claw marks can be pretty deceptive. Who is he?
Harris Sahib, you own plantation near a river.
That must be the one we passed. Where did this happen?
Oh, other side goes 2, maybe 3 miles.
Rishi Rama Tanwala. Sahibs, natives say they not work there anymore. Too many tigers.
Yeah, now one of them's turned man-killer. You know what that means. Looks like we'll have to go on that hunt after all. Once a cat tastes human blood, he keeps killing until he's stopped. Have your men take the body back to the plantation.
Yes, Sahib. Affranti par al-Kasbar.
Well, when do we start the hunt? Right away. Perhaps there's still a chance to pick up his trail. Suits me. Maybe I can find some better samples of cinchona bark while we're at it. I wonder what frightened them.
Hold your fire. Which one of you is Dr. Reynolds?
I am. Who are you?
My name is Carruthers. This is Sikh, my gun bearer. I own the plantation about 10 miles down the river. I just heard about Harris. How is he?
He was dead when they brought him here. I had the natives take the body back to his plantation. Are you a friend of his?
I was.
And maybe you'd like to come with us. We're going after the tiger that killed him.
On the other side of the gorge? Not me.
Well, somebody has to get that cat before it goes on a rampage against the natives.
That's their lookout. There wouldn't be any man-eaters left if those fanatic natives hadn't kept every white man out of that part of the jungle for the past 2 years.
You seem to be doing all right.
I stay on this side of the gorge. Pickings aren't so good, but it's a lot safer.
Evidently, the late Harris had other ideas.
Harris was a fool to cross the gorge. If you take my advice, you won't yourselves. The cat doesn't get you, one of the fanatic natives will.
I guess that's one of the chances we'll have to take.
But don't say I didn't warn you. Come on, Zeke.
Let's take a look on the other side of this gorge. This looks pretty close to the place. It'll be easier to leave the Jeep here and walk the rest of the way.
Sahib, enter!
Apparently tigers aren't the only cats around here. This place is too crowded to suit me.
Stop worrying, Sahib. Shots scare away all cats.
This must be the spot where Harris was working before he was killed. Hey, look at these trees. Well, there must be enough quinine in this area to stamp out half the malaria in India. There's plenty of time to get samples later. Right now, I think we should see if we can spot that tiger.
Maybe Sahib had us killed on trail this way. Sahib, Reynolds over here.
Still warm. Must have been killed in the last few minutes. Then that tiger can't be far away.
Well, I see you didn't take my advice.
You don't seem to be taking it yourself. What made you change your mind?
I haven't. I figured you might need some help.
Against the tiger or your so-called native fanatics?
Both. If you're so set on bagging that cat, let's get the job finished in a hurry so you can get out of here in one piece.
Come on!
Straight ahead.
Not a pretty sight, is it?
Well, now maybe you'll take my advice and go back.
We're not going back. Zahir, ask him if he knows how it happened.
Hamakia Harni.
Pro Gurpulna, Arakaitanit, Hirabaskornihari.
He does not know. He says he heard scream, ran here quick, and see tiger run into jungle. He shoot after him and missed.
I wonder who he is.
One of Harris's men, I think. They're the only ones that are bark stripping around here.
There's something about this killing that doesn't add up. Do you notice anything peculiar about the wounds on that man?
No, look like the regular claw marks to me.
Except for one thing. None of them are very deep, and there was very little bleeding. You mean those wounds in themselves couldn't have caused the death? I'm not sure yet.
Maybe he died of fright. It's happened before.
Look at the flesh around those claw marks. It's beginning to turn purple. Like it would if the man had been bitten by a poisonous snake.
Who ever heard of a snake with claws? That man was tiger bait. The Sikh can verify it.
I don't know about that. He didn't see the actual attack. And it doesn't make sense that a tiger'd leave a fresh kill either.
You've lived in India as long as I have. You know a lot of things don't make sense in the jungle. That man was killed by a tiger. That's all there is to it.
In that case, you have no objections if we take this man back to our camp. We'll perform an autopsy in the morning.
You can do what you want. But from now on, you're on your own. I won't be responsible for the consequences. Sikh.
Let's get him back to camp.
Right, Zahir? My head.
Who do you think it was? One of those fanatics Carruthers warned us about? Possibly, but it was too dark to get a good look at him. Did you recognize him, Zahir?
No, just as I wake, he hit me. I see nothing.
You've got quite a lump on your head. Doesn't seem to be anything serious. Well, the only thing left is to see what's missing, I guess. Robbery wasn't the motive. I'm sure he was playing for bigger stakes. Such as?
I'll tell you in the morning, after the autopsy. You better get some sleep now, Zahir. Your head will be buzzing in the morning. Feel okay? Good. Looks like we were right about poison, Howard. There's enough in here to kill a dozen men.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. Only if the man was poisoned, how do you account for those claw marks?
Well, there are a lot of things we can't explain yet. Maybe Carruthers can give us the answers.
Yeah, Zaw here can get him to come back here. Well, they sure made good time.
What are you trying to do, set a new speed record?
No, I drive careful. Find Sahib Carruthers close to camp.
I was already on my way back and hoping to have another talk with you.
Oh, what's on your mind?
After what happened last night, I was hoping you'd finally accept my advice and move on.
How did you come to know about last night before meeting Zaw here?
Bad news travels fast. I was coming to warn you that they might try again.
Maybe he's right. But before we leave, there's something I'd like to show you. We found this during the autopsy.
And what's that?
Cobra venom.
Well, if that's so, how could the tiger...
Those wounds were man-made, just like the ones we found on Harris a few days ago.
Oh, that's crazy. Everybody knows there's a man-eater on the loose. Why, the Sikh even took a shot at him.
At least that's what he says.
How long has he worked for you?
About a year. Why?
He could be mixed up with those fanatics you've been warning us about.
Oh, I doubt that. There's no proof.
He was listening when I said we were going to perform an autopsy. Somebody tried to stop us from doing it.
Come to think of it, I don't recall seeing him after dark last night. If he is working for the natives, he could have circled back to your camp.
Where is he now?
Back at the plantation.
Good, then he probably still doesn't think we suspect him.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Just watch him. See where he goes, who he talks to. The minute he steps out of line, let us know.
It's a deal.
Well, that's fine. Zahir will take you back now.
Thanks.
Zahir, Mr. Carruthers ready to go now.
Coming right up, Sahib Reynolds.
So long.
I hate to say this, Tom, but don't you think you were a little too friendly with him?
In what way?
Well, as I see it, he and that Sikh work too close together for comfort.
I'm counting on that.
I don't get you.
Somebody's been stirring up those natives against the white men, and he has a pretty good motive.
You mean the cinchona trees?
The quinine bark in this region could be worth a fortune, especially if the supply were controlled by one man.
Well, if you think Carruthers is mixed up in it, why did you tell him we suspected the Sikh?
To throw him off guard. This way, he might get careless and tip off his hand. As soon as Zahir returns, we're going back on the other side of that gorge.
Oh, that suits me to a T.
Listen,
Sounds like they're chopping some trees over there.
this way.
It's the Sikh.
Tankoli, Abras Palu.
Get down.
Asbehari, Tankopar.
Follow them. I'll stay here and watch the Sikh. They should lead us to Carruthers. You can get back to Dr. Reynolds.
Arante! Arante! Massima Allega!
Something very bad happened. They captured Sahib Ogden.
Where?
Maybe 1 mile down on trail. I want him to fight. But Sahib Ogden, he say, Zahir, bring Dr. Reynolds.
Chances are they won't be at the place where you left them. No doubt they'll take Professor Ogden to where the Sikh stores his bark. We'll follow him.
Sahib. Another white man who wouldn't take our warning.
Carruthers.
I told you no white man was safe around here. Too many fanatics. Not to mention the tigers.
So that's how you killed the natives. And Harris, too, with that claw.
You think of a better way? We get results, the tiger gets the blame. It's absolutely foolproof.
Well, it won't be when Dr. Reynolds gets his report to the district commissioner.
Maybe we can persuade him not to send one. Where is he? Where is he?
He's back on the other side of the gorge.
That's a lie.
You're so sure of that, find out for yourself.
There's plenty of time for that.
Well, your hatchet man's right on schedule.
Roomba.
What are you gonna do?
We're not going to do a thing. We're going to leave that to the cat.
Look, Sahib Ogden.
Cut the ties. We'll stake him out in the clearing.
We'll let him get on the trail, and I'll try picking him off one at a time. Come on.
So be gone.
Why don't you just use that poison claw and get it over with?
It's too risky. We can't afford any more slip-ups. Come on, Todiobia.
What are they gonna do?
They're going to get the bark they dropped. Ana Reda, Baroda.
Drop that gun. And the claw. Tiger! Take care, Professor Ogden. Here.
What about him?
He'll be out for some time. Let's get him later.
Sahib Carruthers.
Yes. And to think he had the natives to stir up against any white men, he had to live like a native himself. He was a fanatic, all right, even to the point of murdering Harris. With him out of the way, he thought he had a fortune in Quinine all to himself.
Oh, and I'm thinking of Sahib Carruthers and his tiger claw, giving me creepy feeling.
Well, let's get back to our camp. I'm sure the Sikh will take care of the remains.